The Air with Rhett Bryan, Amy Wells, Titans Radio's head coach Dave McGinnis, and the voice of the Titans,
touchdown Titans,
Mike Key. Exclusive Titans coverage and kickoff is here.
Since losing in Nashville, the Indianapolis Colts have won 3 of their last 4 games. Their quarterback, Carson Wentz, has a 119 passer rating in that span and has not thrown an interception. And their defense has continued to force turnovers. This is a healthy, hot team. And they're playing at home against the Tennessee Titans today. Coach Dave McGinnis, how do the Titans blunt the Colts' momentum and take firm control of the AFC South?
Physicality right from the start, Mike Keith. These two teams are a mirror image of each other as far as the head coaches both believe in being a physical football team on both sides of the line of scrimmage. You've got an AFC South matchup between the 2 top teams in the AFC South. Bring your physicality from the start, because it's going to be 4 quarters of that.
Officials for today's game: referee Carl Cheffers, umpire Trey Blake, down judge Jerry Bergman, line judge Jeff Seaman, field judge Nathan Jones, side judge Eugene Hull, back judge Matt Edwards. Expect this crew to be involved today. They led the league in penalty calls last season. They are top 5 this year. Cheffers' crew calls a lot of holding and a lot of personal fouls. The Titans win the toss, elect to defer. The Colts will receive. They will send Ashton Doolin deep. So here we go. Hard to believe it is Halloween, and in 3.5 hours, the Titans and the Colts will be done with one another for the regular season.
They'll be done with one another, and at the end of this 3.5 hours, hopefully the Colts are done. And that's what the Titans have to do today.
Randy Bullock to kickoff. And we are underway in Indianapolis. Doolin from the goal line to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. He does not make it to the 20. He is met by Torrey Carter and Nick Westbrook-Akina at that point.
The Titans' 3-4 defense has taken the field. And here's your starting lineups. Fueled by 5-Hour Energy.
5-Hour Energy, it's the one when you got to get stuff done. Colts offense up front, left to right. Eric Fisher, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Chris Reed, Braden Smith. Tight ends, Jack Doyle, Mo Alley Cox. Wide receivers, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Pittman, Zach Pascal. Running backs, Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines. And the quarterback is Carson Wentz. Titans in 5 defensive backs to open. Wentz in the gun from his own 18. Wentz going to throw it on the right side. Fires, swings it out. He's got it to Taylor. 25, 30, 40, 50. And Taylor is taken down in Titans territory at the 45-yard line. Tackle finally made by Molden. So they ran that against San Francisco, and Hines dropped it. It would have been a big gain. In this instance, it is a big gain, 37 yards.
It's a huge gain to start out with, and he just out-leveraged with his speed. He out-leveraged Molden on the outside.
From the 45-yard line of the Titans, Wentz gets his team on the ball. He has Taylor on his left hip. Titans in a 5-man front. Wentz to throw. Fires short right. Got it complete to Pittman at the 40 for a gain of 5. Titans on defense, front 3. Jeffrey Simmons, Danico Autry, Laurel Murchison. Linebackers Harold Landry, Monty Rice, David Long, Bud Dupree. In the secondary, Jackrabbit Jenkins, Amani Hooker, Kevin Byard, Greg Maben, Elijah Molden. Long had that tackle. Second down and 5. Now under center, Wentz. This time facing a 4-man front, moves his tight end Doyle to the right. Wentz got to give Taylor a turn on the right side, and Taylor has a little more than 2 yards as Landry takes him down inside the 38. It brings up third down.
11 personnel. They move their tight end, as you said. The Titans shifted their front with that tight end movement. That's an outside zone. And once you shift your movement like that, what you're going to see later on off of that same look, you're going to see the bootleg coming off of it.
They need 3 yards. Wentz's legs certainly more of a factor than in the first game when he played with 2 sprained ankles. He ran for a touchdown against San Francisco on Sunday Night Football. He's in the gun. Wentz looks left, comes back to the middle, throws deep right side, good for Pittman, incomplete. Well defended by Jenkins. It's 4th and 3, and I would guess the Colts are going to go for it here.
Yeah, they'll go for it. That's what Frank Reich has been doing all season. Nice coverage by Jackrabbit then on just a takeoff route. He got up in the big receiver's face.
Titans now coming with 6 defensive backs on 4th down and 3. The Colts have converted their last 6 4th down attempts. They're at the Titan 38. Crowd gets excited. Empty backfield for Wentz. 4 receivers to the left. Wentz looking left. Firing. Man is there. It's caught. Nice grab inside the 35 and taken down at the 32-yard line is Hines. Cruikshank touches him there.
Hines came out of that 3-man stack that they had over there to that side. He came out of that 3-man stack. They had 1 short, 1 deep, and 1 in the flat. Threw the 1 in the flat, got the first down on 4th down.
12-18 to go in the first. First possession of the game. Colts moving at the Titans 32. They've converted a 4th down. Wentz 3 of 4, 48 yards to begin. Quick throw, left side, Pittman catches it inside the 30. He takes it inside the 25-yard line and is stopped by Maben and Dupree just short of the first down.
Pittman was a single receiver to the defensive right side then, just a little RPO fake and then flip out there to him and let him try to run over the defensive back.
Pittman, 36th catch of the year. He gains 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and a short 2. Taylor back in the backfield with Wentz. Titans set to rush 4. Going to give Taylor a crack at it on the left side. Nice hesitation. He has the first down. Gets inside the 20. Landry takes him down from behind at the 17. And a Titan is down. It's Simmons, and Simmons gets up, limping, but is going to be able to walk off the field under his own power. He will now take a knee as Todd Torricelli, who leads the training staff for the Titans, will tell him, hey, let's take it slow, big man. Let's check on that leg. He is clearly favoring his right leg. Cannot tell if it's towards the foot or the knee area, but Big Jeff is down. The Colts have a first down at the Titans 17, 11:15 remaining first quarter. Jeffrey Simmons to the bench. They are working on his right foot, it appears. The Colts have opened this game with a 65-yard march from their own 18 to the Titans 17, and they have 1st and 10. Colts coach Dave McGinnis have had issues offensively in the red zone. 26 red zone trips, just 12 touchdowns, and 7 possessions where they have not scored. And so this is an area that the Titans want to really buckle down and take advantage to hopefully keep the Colts in this red zone slump.
Well, you got to make them kick at field goals now that they've got into your high red zone. You have to make them kick at a field goal now. You gave up an explosive the first play of the game. Now you've got to really be able to strengthen up down here defensively.
Naquan Jones is in the defensive line in place of Simmons. Play fake. Wentz looking, flushed out to his right, being chased, will throw it away. Taken down by Landry, who says, I was being held at 2nd down and 10. Jeffrey Simmons has a tape job and is going to try to come back into the game at some point, I would guess, as he is walking around trying to loosen up that tape job on the sidelines.
Yeah, Wentz is trying to go down the pipeline then. He's trying to go right down the middle of the field with that throw. Good pressure. Harold Landry was held by the right tackle, by the way, going out there. They didn't call it, but they flushed him pretty quick.
Tight end Mo Alley Cox has 4 touchdown catches in the last 4 games. He's tight to the right. 2nd and 10. They give it to Taylor on the right side. Titans cut him down at the 15-yard line. Jones with the first lick. Here comes Autry. Here comes Jackson. Here comes Crookshank. And so 6 defensive backs on third down and we'll say 7. They've got to get it to the Tennessee 7. They are inside the 15.
Does a nice job stopping the run there. Now that 12 personnel, you had both tight ends off the line of scrimmage trying to create a little wider gap. Defense did a nice job on the left side. Now you've got them spread all the way out, 2 by 2. You're going to have to play good coverage here, Mike.
In the gun, Wentz. He has Taylor move to his right hip. They run Taylor on the right side. He breaks away. To the 5 he goes, and he's taken down by Murchison at the 1. Unusual draw call in the NFL in a 3rd and long, and they hit the Titans just right.
He checked to it. He checked to that. They had it stopped up on the front side. Backside, they did not squeeze enough, and that's where Taylor jump cut clear back to the backside.
Quickly on the ball, the Colts. Wentz rolling left, throws it out of the end zone, intended for Hilton. Again, Landry was coming with pressure. It's 2nd down and goal inside the 2.
Nice heads-up play by Landry then, coming off of that RPO. He did a nice job of maintaining his leverage on the quarterback that was trying to gain width.
Granson, the rookie tight end out of SMU, comes into the game on 2nd down and goal. Colts have moved it 80 yards to officially the Titans 2, 9:36 remaining first quarter. Taylor in the backfield with Wentz. Wentz pitches it forward. Granson on the tap pass, and he's not going to get there. He gets tapped down at the 2. Nice play there by Monty Rice with help from Eli Anku.
Yeah, same 12 personnel, same setup, 2 by 2, both tight ends off the line of scrimmage. They were trying to toss and just get a little bit of width and edge there. As you said, both of those players, Rice and Anku, did a nice job of setting the edge on the outside.
Simmons is back in the defensive line, taking the place of Bledsoe, who had come in. On 3rd and goal at the 2.
Gotta go, come on.
Colts have Allie Cox along with Pascal and Pittman to the left, Hilton to the right. Wentz in the shotgun, looks left, looks across the middle, fires in the end zone. Byard bats it down. It was intended for Pittman, and Byard with excellent coverage. It's 4th and goal at the 2.
Great coverage by Byard. He had time to throw then. They had a little bit of a cage rush on him, but they could not get any pressure up the middle. He's going to go for this, too.
Here comes the veteran Jack Doyle. He will replace Allie Cox on 4th and goal at the 2. Colts have already converted 1 4th down on this drive. Carson Wentz has Taylor in the backfield. Pittman, Doyle, and Hilton to the left. Pascal to the right. Now Hilton motions right. Wentz drops, looks, has time, fires in the back of the end zone. Man is wide open, and it's caught by Pittman for a touchdown. Way too much time. Carson Wentz able to let it develop, and he finds his favorite target for the game's first points.
Yeah, you said it exactly right. He had way too much time to throw. Pittman was able to work the back line, and he was able to work the back line all the way from just a little bit outside the hash all the way across the post. Too much time to throw.
The Colts with a 6-minute, 19-second drive that consumes 82 total plays. Badgley on for the extra point, and his kick is good. Colts 7, Titans nothing. 8:41 remaining first quarter as we play at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Mike and Mac, the Titans, and you. Your team is getting ready for the next play. This is Titans Radio.
6:18 off the clock. Carson Wentz to Michael Pittman Jr., a 2-yard touchdown. The Colts opened the game with 7-0 Indianapolis in front. Sanchez to kick off. Dontrell Hilliard, late of the Cleveland Browns and Houston Texans deep. Kick comes downfield. Hilliard will let it go for a touchback, and the Titans will start on offense. 1st and 10 at the 25. Up front, left to right, Taylor Lewan, Roger Saffold, Ben Jones, Nate Davis, David Quessenberry. Tight ends, Jeff Swaim, Anthony Ferkser. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Marcus Johnson. Running back, Derrick Henry. And the quarterback is Ryan Tannehill. Michael Pruitt will get a start in the slot on the left side. Give Henry on the left. Henry bullying his way forward for nearly 3 yards. Colts defense, defensive line, Kwity Paye, DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, Al-Quadin Muhammad. Linebackers, Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke, Zaire Franklin. In the secondary, Andrew Sendejo, Kari Willis, Kenny Moore, Xavier Rhodes, and Rock Yassin. Muhammad had that tackle. It's 2nd down and 7. Johnson joins Brown on the right. Swaim is the fullback now. Play fake. Tannehill looks down the middle, fires, intercept. 40, 30, 20, to the 15, Moore, to the 10, Moore, and he's taken down by Tannehill, or Davis, I should say, inside the 10 at the 7.
The play action, they dropped down into a cover 3. Tried to fit it into that gap between the cover 3 from the outside down to the top of the numbers. Just stepped in front of it.
17th takeaway of the year for the Colts. Looked like on replay, Coach Mack, an ill-advised throw.
Yeah, well, it was not the throw you wanted. He turned around. He cut the slot receiver over to the other side in that man under, then the zone defense to the opposite side, and it was not a good choice.
Kenny Moore's 2nd interception of the year. Colts are at the Titans 7, already up 7-0. Just what this bunch needed, momentum. Wentz going to throw it. Looking left. Comes back to the middle. Fires in the end zone. The pass is caught. Pittman again. He beat Maben. Touchdown, Indianapolis Colts. And just like that, the Tennessee Titans, 7:16 into this game, trail by 2 touchdowns.
Well, Michael Pittman, that's his favorite target down here. Big combat receiver. That was across the field also. Likes to work him in the deep part of that end zone. 2 throws to the deep part, 2 touchdowns.
The Titans knew they would be faced with some adversity today. I don't think they thought they'd see it this quickly. Badgley's extra point is up and good. 14-0 Colts. 7:44 remaining first quarter as we play in downtown Indy.
So many moments delivered to you every time the Titans play. This is Titans Radio.
The Colts lead the league in takeaways with 17. The 17th sets up a touchdown, and so far the Colts 31st in the league in red zone offense. 2 trips to the Titans red zone, 2 touchdowns. It has started very poorly for the Tennessee Titans in Indianapolis today. 14-0 they trail, and we're not even to the midway point of the first quarter. Sanchez kicks off. Hilliard going to let it go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense. You knew the Colts would come out fired up. They've talked about it all week. It's a must-win game, and they are playing that way and putting themselves in a position. Titans need an answer, Dave McGinnis.
Well, they've made big plays offensively and defensively the first 2 series of this game, and in a big game, that's what you have to do. You have to make explosive plays. They've made them on both sides of the ball so far this afternoon.
Harder in at fullback in front of Henry. Colts look like they may have jumped off sides. Here's a flag. Oh, no, they're going to call procedure on the Titans.
False start. Number 76, offense. 5-yard penalty. Touchdown.
They get Saffold.
Watching Matt Eberflus's defense, I was wanting to see what he was going to do in the run game. He dropped down to an 8-man front then. Now it's second and chains in his part. Let's see what he does now.
On 1st and 15, the Titans in and on. 2 receivers to the right. Toss. Henry coming left. Henry 1 yard. Stewart.
Yeah, he was still playing zone defense, but he was playing an 8-man front then. So clearly he's going to go away from that split safety look on early downs and play the 8-man front like everyone does against the Titans.
2nd down and 14. Chester Rogers checks in, joining Johnson wide to the left, Brown wide to the right. Now Johnson comes right. Tannehill, quick screen. Johnson on the right side, 25. Johnson to the 29-yard line. Taken down by Muhammad. It's a gain of 8. It brings up 3rd down and 6. Much more manageable. Ferkser and McNichols into the lineup.
Completed that little quick pop screen out there against man-to-man defense.
Tannehill senses blitz. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It is loud. Tannehill dropping, firing. The pass is batted away, incomplete. Intended for Johnson. It was Yassine with the coverage. And the Titans will have to punt.
Tried to throw the single receiver to the offense's right, stick out. The corner was sticky then. Yassine knocked it away.
Hines is deep for Kern's punt. Snap is good. Kern's punt is away. Wobbly spiral. Hines at the 22 to the 25, comes down the sidelines to the 30. And DeZubnar will hit him and knock him out of bounds with help from Jones before he reaches the 35-yard line. Colts get the ball for the 3rd time, trying to build on a 14-0 lead. 6:03 to go first quarter. At their own 32-yard line, some real interest on the Titans sideline. Derrick Henry has removed a shoe and is being looked at. Amy Wells, can you tell what's going on with number 22?
Mike Keith, they're looking at his right foot. They're taping it is what it looks like. I'll let you know when I get more information.
Okay. So here come the Colts, and the Titans desperately need a stop. Taylor is back in at tailback, right behind Wentz. He'll work under center. Bunch set of 3 receivers tight to the right. Flip play. Taylor on the right side got room to the 35, to the 40. Jenkins will hit him, but Taylor will pick up the first down to the 43-yard line. 11 yards on the play.
Little counter belly flip. They started the counter one way, ran the belly flip the other. He got out on the edge with the blocker really, really quick.
And with the lead now, Coach Mack, they can start to lean on this run game.
They'll start leaning on this run game. They got a 14-point spread real early in this contest, so that run game really comes into play now.
Second leading rusher in the NFL, Jonathan Taylor, second-year man out of Wisconsin. 1st and 10 at the 43. Give him another try on the left side. Makes a tackler miss in the backfield, but is taken down by the middle of the line for virtually no gain. Monty Rice shot through there and missed him, but Anku is able to corral him with help from Long.
Single back counter row. They pulled the offensive right guard across the center. That's what Monty Rice read, that center guard triangle. He shot it and got penetration.
2nd down and 10. Wentz in the gun. Blitz coming. Wentz fires, got it to Hilton, and he's taken down in Titans territory by Maben right at the stick with enough for a first down.
That was a quick read against the blitz that the Titans brought. He just ran it up the field and then sat down in front of the corner.
Off to a good start. Wentz, 8 of 12 passing, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Colts have totally dictated the tempo in this first quarter. And Jeffrey Simmons has been out with an injury. Derrick Henry being looked at on the sidelines. Not a great start. Play fake, deep drop, Wentz looking deep. Comes back downfield, off Pittman's hands and out of bounds. On the left sideline, defended by Maben. It's 2nd and 10.
Play action, deep drop, stayed in the cylinder, deep out to the defensive right side. Threw it a little high.
3:48 remaining in the first. Colts 14, Titans nothing. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line of Tennessee.
Now this is the second and 10 the Titans have put them into. 2nd and 10 should be changed in your favor defensively. They need to take advantage of this.
Pittman and Pascal to the right. Hilton and Hines to the left. Doyle is the standing tight end on the right side. Empty backfield for Wentz, who's in the gun. Blitz coming. Wentz has all day. Throws short to Doyle. Rice will take him down at the 40. It's a gain of 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
The pressure was picked up, and that was just a little sit down right in the middle of the field on the railroad tracks. You know, where we said earlier in the beginning of this broadcast, on our pre-broadcast work, the tight ends are going to show up in the middle of the field today.
3rd down and 3. Taylor back in the game. As Wentz moves into the shotgun, Taylor is on his right hip. Play fake. Wentz. Again, too much time. Deep ball going for Hilton. Out of the end zone, incomplete. 4th and 3. The Colts probably going to go for it. They're 2 of 2 on 4th down.
Looks like they are.
Why not?
You got a 14-point spread.
Well, the Titans don't have a first down yet either.
Got a 14-point spread, and that's been in Frank Reich's DNA since he's been a head coach. These 4th downs that you mentioned early in the broadcast. Here's another one.
They started the season 0 of 4, counting today. They're now 8 for their last 8.
Well, the 0 and 4 didn't keep him from doing it, right?
He's not afraid. They need 3 yards. They need to get it inside the Titans' 37. The ball rests at the 40 on the right half.
You got a tight 9-ball stack to the defensive right.
Looking that way. Wentz throwing that way. Man is there, but the pass is overthrown. Incomplete. Pittman was there. Wentz missed him. A break for the Titans and a break for us. 2:55 remaining first quarter. Titans trailing 14-0. Watch that 4th and 3 play back. What happened to keep the Colts from completing?
It's an outside vertical stretch, which means you got one short, one intermediate, one deep. They played zone defense. He was trying to get it over the flat defender that was underneath it. That's why he threw it a little high.
So the Titans get off the field with 2:55 remaining in the first. Henry is back in. He has a tape job on his foot. Titans offset eye to the right. Going to give him a carry back to the left. 3 yards and then down. Hay is there along with Okereke. It'll be 2nd down.
We answered that question early on about whether Eberflus was going to play an 8-man front, and he is.
You almost have to now, don't you?
Well, you do against this run game with that back.
Rodgers wide left, 2 receivers wide to the right, Johnson and Brown. Henry in motion to the right. Empty backfield on 2nd and long. Tannehill in the shotgun. Has time, throws short, complete to Swain. Swain is going to be taken down right at midfield with what should be the Titans' first down of the game, with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and Tennessee trailing 14-0.
Got in a little bit of rhythm there, went empty set. Again, found the tight end down the railroad tracks.
Swain on the year, 8 catches, 61 yards. In an I again. Carter is the fullback in place of the injured Blasingame. Play fake. Tannehill looks, comes back to his right, throws complete. Ball caught at the 50-yard line and darting down for a gain of about 3 yards. Again is Swaim. Speed with the tackle.
Now, out of the I formation, he was looking over there to his left side. The route was covered. That was his check down right then.
Titans get 3. It's 2nd down and 7. Trying to blunt this momentum from the Indianapolis Colts, who scored 2 touchdowns in the first 7:16 of this game. Henry, right up the middle, is going to be able to find a little more than 3 yards as he's taken out by Okereke. Going to be 3rd down. Titans need a little more than 3. Berkser has entered the lineup.
It's going to be interesting here to see whether Eberflus plays coverage or whether he brings pressure. This is just about the sweet spot in the middle of the field for the pressure.
Empty backfield.
He's in man-to-man.
Tannehill.
Here comes the pressure.
Sees a Colts blitz. It's picked up. The throw is caught. Berkser down to the 35-yard line before he's tackled by Leonard. It's a 1st down for the Titans.
Nice pickup on the blitz because, as I say, that's their sweet spot to blitz. And then nice job of beating Leonard. Beat Leonard across his face. That was nice execution.
First quarter is complete. After 1, Colts 14, Titans nothing. Indianapolis 14, Tennessee nothing. The Colts outgained the Titans in the first quarter 117-37. They outrushed the Titans 35-11. Outdid them in passing yardage 82-26. Time of possession, Colts 9:32, Titans 5:28. Carson Wentz 9 of 16, 82 yards and 2 touchdowns, both to Michael Pittman. Ryan Tannehill 4 of 6, 26 yards with an interception. Henry 4 rushes for 11 yards. At the 35 of the Colts, the Titans with a 1st down. Tannehill play fake. Looking, dumping it short. Pruitt at the 35 to the 30. And Pruitt is taken down at the 28-yard line by Leonard. Tight ends very involved early for the Titans.
That's exactly what we thought, because here's what's going to happen. They just played 2 deep zone then, and so that's your check down. He looked to the outside, but the outside was double covered. So this is what's going to happen with these tight ends on both sides of the ball.
Titans go without a huddle. They run on Nick Westbrook-Akina. So it gives the Colts a chance to substitute. Henry with a carry right up the gut, and he is inside the 26, keeps nosing the ball towards the 25, does not have the 1st down. Okereke with the tackle. Doesn't get a great spot as they move it back to the 26-yard line. It's a full yard for the Titans. Tannehill on 3rd and 1 with Henry on his left hip. Tannehill keeps around left end, 25, 20, and he is run out of bounds by Sendejo inside the 15 at the 13. The Titans have entered the Pinnacle scoring zone. Visit TitansBanking.com to learn about our convenient mobile banking. Pinnacle Financial Partners, member FDIC.
Nice call by Todd Downing. With the fake with the offset back to Henry, everybody collapsed in there. That tackle was made by the safety that was out of the sky. Nice call.
13-yard run by Tannehill. Tannehill gives it to Henry on the right side. He stumbles into his break and is eventually tackled at the 11-yard line by Okereke. And a Colt is down. It's Kenny Moore, the man who had the earlier interception, one of their best defensive players. Timeout on the field. Titans trail 14-0, but they're inside the Colts' 15-yard line. And off the field under his own power, replaced by Isaiah Rodgers in the secondary. Looks like Moore is going to be okay. Titans have 2nd down and 8 at the 11 of the Colts. 13:06 to go first half. Colts 14, Titans nothing. Corey Carter is in as a fullback, but he is lined up in an H position on the left. Now Swaim goes to tight end on the right. Tannehill under center, moves Carter back into the I. Henry getting a carry on the right side. Henry dragging tacklers down near the 5-yard line. Stewart got him on the ground. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes Kenny Moore right back into the game for the Colts.
The reason for that double shift was to be able to get the front moving a little bit. They did a nice job with that outside zone. They finally shifted to an I formation. Outside zone to the offensive right. Very, very manageable 3rd down.
3rd down and a short 3 to be exact. Tannehill sends Ferkser and Brown to the left. He's got Henry in the backfield with him. On his left hip, Ferkser motions right. Play fake, Tannehill throws, caught. Touchdown Titans, Jeff Swaim.
There's your tight ends again, Mike. You know, as I said in the opener, just the way that these two teams are going to play each other, their tight ends in the middle of the field are going to have to play a role. We're seeing that already.
Jeff Swaim, 3 catches, 16 yards, and a touchdown. His 3rd career score, and the Titans are on the board with 12:07 to go in the first half. Bullock for point out of the hold of Kern. Snap, set, kick. Good. Colts 14, Titans 7, 2:53 into the 2nd quarter at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Good or bad, Coach Mack calls it. So look out, referees. This is Titans Radio.
The Nissan Drive summary, 11 plays, 60 yards, 5:48 off the clock. Tannehill to Jeff Swaim. Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. Nissan, official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans.
Bullock kicking off to Doolin in what is now a 14-7 game with the homestanding Colts in front. Bullock hits it downfield. Doolin, well to his right, going to bring it off the goal line to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He crosses the 25 and will be taken down. And there's a flag. Cruikshank says I was held. DeZubnar had another special teams tackle, but I think this is going to go against Indianapolis.
He had some bodies looked like they were getting slung down. So
we mentioned this crew calls a lot of holding too. They've called 19 in their last 4 games.
During the return, illegal use of hands to the face, number 40.
Wow.
Return team. Return team.
Thank you. So he says it's been on both sides. Which is it? He's talking with another official.
During the return, illegal use of hands to the face, number 40, kicking team. 10 yards will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Mike Vrabel is furious, just furious. It's on Dontrell Hilliard, and it will move the ball out near the 37-yard line. He cannot believe that call.
okay, wow.
So the Colts with good starting field position. A 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it's a 5-yard penalty now. They've moved it 10. They move it back to 5. They signaled the penalty against both teams, so where are we?
Well, he signaled it twice on the Titans, so it must be on them.
Okay, good. As long as I
That's
know the
2
rules
out of 3
from this group down here.
At the 32-yard line. Going to give it to Taylor on the left side. He's got room. 35-40, 45. Tackled by Hooker at midfield, but there's a flag behind the play.
Holding, number 72, offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
They get Braden Smith, who's back in the lineup. Would have been nearly a 20-yard gain. Now a big opportunity for the Titans defense as they've got the Colts 1st and 20 at their own 22.
Have to take advantage of this chain advantage here. Taylor's got some real speed. When he hits the edge, he is fast.
He was a sprint champion in New Jersey as a schoolboy. You can see why. Wentz in the gun. Gonna throw it. Under some pressure. Steps up. Rolls. Fires back across the field. Nice completion to Taylor, and he's taken down at the 29 by Long. Landry, who leads the NFL in pressures, had pressure again.
Good pressure by Landry. Nice tackle by Long. Wentz threw clear back across his body for that completion.
They've got to make the 42 with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Colts 3 receivers to the right. Wentz staying in the shotgun with Taylor on his left hip. 4-man front for the Titans. Wentz with a blitz coming. Fires quickly. Got it complete to Pascal, who catches it at the 36-yard line and is taken down by Rice. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Good trigger by Monty Rice. Nice spot tackle.
Colts are 1 of 4 on 3rd downs, 2 of 3 on 4th downs. Titans have gotten some pressure on Wentz, but they have been unable to finish so far. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He has targeted Pittman 8 times already. Pascal motions right. Wentz feeling some heat. Hit. Sacked! Harold Landry! Kroger sacked for cash means $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank. Kroger, the official tailgate headquarters of the Tennessee Titans, 8 1/2 for Harold Landry III.
That was really a nicely executed TE game. They put Danico Autry as a tackle on his side. He took that side out with him. Landry went 2 steps up, wrap around. That's a beautiful game between Autry and Landry.
Sanchez to punt on 4th and 13. End over end kick away from Chester Rogers, who has to let it bounce. It takes a big hop inside the 20, inside the 10, and down to about the 8-yard line. That's a beautiful kick. Beautiful kick with tremendous overspin. Titans start backed up, but first we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Titans Radio.
This is your official home for Titans football.
Touchdown, Titans!
WGFX FM Gallatin, Nashville. 104.5 The Zone.
Punt, 63 yards by Rigoberto Sanchez. Down by Adams at the Titans' 8-yard line. 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, 7 carries, 19 yards in the ball game. Colts with 8 in the box. Tannehill gives Henry right up the middle. 10, 15. Henry to the 17, lost the ball, but I think he got back on it. And that should be enough. It's very close to a first down. We're going to move it back. And so it's a 9-yard gain for Henry.
We're going to measure that, I think.
And Sendejo is down.
No, somebody's hurt.
Correct that. Is that Okereke? It is Okereke, the middle linebacker. And if you saw what they did last Sunday night on Sunday Night Football, they were talking about when his father came to this country from Nigeria, his name was Americanized to Okereke.
Correct.
And to honor his heritage, and also for young people who have different names, whose names are hard to pronounce, he has gone back to the original pronunciation of his name. Not saying that there was anything wrong with the other, just saying This is how he prefers to do it. Okereke, but that was a nice story. Okereke coming off the field under his own power. Looks like he's okay. 2nd down and 1 for the Titans at their own 17, trailing 14-7 with 8:45 to go in the first half. Tannehill in the gun, Henry on his right hip. Penalty marker, I think the Titans moved.
Well, they had Shade move first.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90,
Yeah, there you go.
defense. 5-yard penalty. The yardage results in a first down.
All right. Nate went over and tapped him there. And so didn't see that. I apologize. Titans take the 5 in the first down. Brown has been quiet to this point. AJ does not have a catch. Only one wide receiver has a catch. It's Marcus Johnson. Everything else to a tight end. Play fake. Tannehill rolling right. Could run this thing. Instead, we'll pull it back and throw it at the last minute to Pruitt. Pruitt catches it at the 30 and then takes it up the sideline to the 36-yard line. Penalty marker in the secondary. Odom, the Millington native, with the tackle.
Prior to the pass, holding number 45 defense. That penalty's declined. Results of the play, first down.
Nice job by Tannehill to, at the last minute before he reached the line of scrimmage, let it go.
Yeah, very aware play. Mike, what did you say this officiating crew like to call a lot of?
Holding.
Well, okay.
At the 36, the Titans, trailing by a touchdown. Henry, looking for room on the right side, finds 2 yards. Tackle there by Sendejo.
That was 3-by-1, 12 personnel with both ends tight. They're both closed ends. He was trying to get a cutback off of there, back to that nub side.
2nd and 8 for the Titans. Began this drive at their own 8-yard line. Tannehill so far in the contest, 7 of 9, 54 yards, a touchdown and an interception. He threw a pick on his first pass of the game.
Here comes some heat.
Tannehill going to throw it. Looking, firing, complete. Swaim again at the 45, taken down at the 46 by Franklin. Titans about a yard short of the first down. They're going to pull it back to the 45, and so it's about a half yard short. Titans 3 of 4 on 3rd downs. Tannehill gets him on the ball. Tannehill gives Henry on the right side. He stretches the ball at the end across the 46. I don't know.
That's awful tight.
They pull the ball back a foot, and Moore makes the tackle. It is enough for a first down. These guys cannot figure out where to spot the ball.
No, they can't, and I really like that because that helps us a lot.
It is very helpful.
Yeah.
They spotted it one place, and then they just moved it forward, which is great. It makes it a first down. 6:04 to go in the half. Toss. Henry on the right side. Nothing. Okereke, who's back in the game, makes the tackle. What a pop.
Yeah, well, what they started doing is they started playing two eyes. In other words, they're playing they're getting right on the guards, inside shoulder on both sides, and they're forcing everything wide to the outside. They're taking their 2 tackles. They're not playing a 3 technique in the shade. They're playing two eyes right on the inside shoulder of the guard, outside shoulder of the center on either side of the ball.
McNichols in the backfield on the right hip of Tannehill on 2nd and 10. Now he moves into the right slot. Tannehill looking, steps up, in trouble, will take a sack. Lewis is the man who got him. It's a loss of 2 on the play. As Tannehill sets, nobody was open. He stepped up in the pocket and got back as close as he could to the line of scrimmage.
The cylinder collapsed on him pretty quick, and as you said, no one was uncovered at that time. They had a 3 technique in the shade then, but they brought two guys from the outside really, really quick. And the shade and the three technique swapped gaps. They exchanged responsibilities. That's where the sack came from.
See if he can find A.J. Brown on this play. He's on the right side in the slot. Three receivers that way. Colts showing blitz on 3rd down and 12. Here they come. Tannehill firing downfield. Ball tipped and intercepted at midfield and taken down inside the 45 at the 43. Before losing the ball was Lewis. A defensive lineman had dropped into coverage. He fumbled the football at the end of the play. They're trying to sort out who has it. The Colts have the ball. Odom came out with the ball. And a Colt is down at the same time. It's Lewis, the man who picked off the pass, which was tipped by Leonard. Wow! Roughing the passer, I believe, was the call. As we just got the end of it, Odom went low on Tannehill and threw him. And the Titans are going to get to keep the football as the Colts' second takeaway doesn't count. And Lewis is still down. Boy, I didn't see that at all because I was watching the interception. Or are they calling it a recovery for the Titans? We've got to sort this out. What we know is it's Titans ball. And they are coming out on a cart. All right, here's what we've got. I apologize for the confusion. But we did not hear the official's announcement. It was a fumble recovered by the Titans at the end of the interception. And so the Titans have a recovery. Lewis is down with a knee injury. So on the play, interception, fumble, injury to Tyquan Lewis, who's being taken off on a cart. The Titans recover. So they are reviewing the fumble in New York. It was interesting because Odom came out of the pile with the ball. He plays for the Colts. TV was showing replays of Odom hitting Tannehill low.
Right.
As Lewis is going to head off. We apologize for the confusion again here on Titans Radio. It's Titans ball. 4:24 to go second quarter, but there was no signal from the official. And here's what it is. Tannehill intercepted by Lewis. Lewis fumbles, recovered by Ferkser. So that is how it was scored. New York has approved it, and we move on. First down with the change of possession. Three tight ends to the left. Play fake, Tannehill. Looking, firing right side. There's Brown. Brown at the 40. Breaks the tackle, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Titans. There is Arthur Wan.
Okay, there you go.
First catch, 57 yards. And thank goodness I got that right.
I tell you what, I don't know how we can get anything right up here with this clown show and the white hats down there.
Titans trying to tie it with Randy Bullock. Snap, set, Bullock's kick is up, and his kick is good. We're tied 14-14. That drive for the Titans, one play, 57 yards, 11 seconds off the clock. That's the Nissan drive summary for the Titans. Nissan, official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans. Just a bizarre sequence as Tannehill is intercepted. Lewis, who had dropped back into coverage, a defensive lineman picks it off as he is falling to the ground untouched. He loses the ball. And Ferkser is credited with the recovery. The official's microphone did not come on except for him to say it's a first down for the Titans. So at first, the assumption of everybody was it was a roughing the passer penalty. It was not. It was deemed a recovery by the Titans. This crowd is infuriated because they saw what we saw, and that was Odom come out of the pile with the ball. They're confused. And then they're really upset because on the next play, A.J. Brown catches a pass, breaks a tackle from Xavier Rhodes, and takes it to the house.
I'm not upset, are you?
I'm tired. I'm sort of confused, and I don't quite get it.
Well, let's play some defense here.
Bullock to kick off. Going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts, who jumped out to the big lead in the first quarter with all of the momentum, are now in a tie ball game.
14-all. Let's go. This kind of ball game, though, Mike, you knew it, I knew it, our listeners knew it. You're going to have to play 4 quarters in this ball game. That's just the way it is.
Wentz, 11 of 18, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns, has 4:13 remaining on the first half clock. Wentz going to throw it, going to screen it to Taylor on the left side. He's got the 25, he's got the 30. Jones will take him down from behind at the 33. It's a gain of 8.
That one-man screen to Taylor is a dangerous, dangerous play, especially when it's thrown from the middle of the field. He's got all the grass from hash mark to sideline on each side. It's a one-man screen. He's got one block route in front of him. That is a dangerous play because of his ability, his explosive ability in the open field.
Taylor, 3 catches, 52 yards to go with 6 rushes for 35 yards. Taylor running on the right side of his room. 40, 50, flag down. 40, Byard gets him out of bounds at the 35. The Colts this year average just 4 penalties per game.
Number 62, offense, 10-yard penalty, second down.
So the Colts have lost 20-plus yards in plays twice due to holding penalties. And now, instead of a first down inside the Titan 40, they have it back at their 24-yard line. Second down and 11.
Yeah, oh, by the way, he was holding.
He might have had Monty Reed by the jersey. Monty Rice, I should say. Chris Reed. Wentz firing. Got it complete to Pascal. And Pascal is taken down hard at the 33-yard line. It will bring up 3rd down and 2. Maben is there with help from Hooker.
Slant flat route to the open side. They're trying to clear that space with that flat route, and that's where they threw it.
2:45 and counting, first half, 14-14 game. Taylor on the right hip of Wentz. Wentz, play fake, rolls to the right, throws, got it complete to Pascal, who's taken down at the 40-yard line with a first down. Holden and Rice combined.
RPO. Run pass option, pull it out, hit the man in the flat, first down.
Wentz going to try to run a play before the 2-minute warning, but he has people coming in with 2:05 remaining, and now we will hit the 2-minute warning. Colts with a first down at the 40-yard line. And we have reached the 2-minute warning, brought to you by Delta Dental. Delta Dental has Tennessee's best coverage with dental and vision plans. See all those great Titans highlights and smile big. Visit deltadentaltn.com to see how we can help you.
From Lucas Oil Stadium, Titans Colts tied up at 14. Indy has the ball at their own 40-yard line. Just ahead, stats, scores, and cover 2 with Coach Mack all on the way on Titans Radio's halftime report, powered by the Tennessee Lottery. It happens here in a few minutes.
One thing to remember about this sequence, 2 timeouts, or I should say 2 minutes to go in the half, each team with all 3 timeouts. Michael Badgley is the fill-in kicker for the Colts right now. So they may do things differently because they don't have as much confidence in their kicker. At the 40. Wentz going to give it up the middle to Hines, and Hines has 2 yards at left guard to the 42-yard line, tackled there by Long. Wentz going to get his team on the ball with 1:48 and counting.
Yeah, this 2 minutes is where Hines normally comes to life here. This is what he's in for.
Wentz dropping, under pressure, grabbed, rolls to his right, fires deep downfield for Mo Alley Cox, incomplete. What a play by Hooker. Bats it away from the big man right at the end of the play. That is the athleticism of young Amani Hooker.
That's why it's so important that he be back there in that back end. Just as you said, that athleticism, being able to go across and stay on top of the guy, that's a great play.
It's 3rd down and 8 for the Colts at their own 42, 1:32 to go in the half. Wentz. The Colts 2 of 6 on 3rd downs. Facing a 4-man rush. Here they come. The Titans with pressure. Wentz rolling, throwing, completing into Titans territory at the 47-yard line. Making the catch is Pittman. As the clock runs with 1:19 to go, Jenkins had the tackle.
There's the mobility of Wentz then. He worked out and he threw that clear across his body, but his mobility's back. That's why he was able to do that.
Wentz looking, under some pressure, fires deep downfield. There's a flag down and another flag down in the secondary as the pass was intended for Doolin, incomplete.
That's going to be PI.
Titans had their personnel situated improperly as the Colts got on the ball. They were just not right.
Pass interference, number 30, defense, automatic, first down.
This gives the Colts the football at the 35, make that the 34-yard line with 1:03 to go. They still have all 3 timeouts. So a Hines can be very dangerous here. Hilton wide left.
Yeah, you called that right.
Ola Adani is in to rush the passer for the Titans, giving Bud Dupree a spell. Wentz looking, hit as he throws, completes it to Pittman at the 35, back to the middle of the field. He is decked as he reaches the 29-yard line. Timeout Colts. Hooker combines with Maben to make the stop. 55 seconds remaining in the half.
Good pressure on him, man. See that Wentz, once he's got his mobility back, he's a big, strong quarterback. He can still stand in there. That was good pressure on him then.
6'5", 240, sixth-year man out of North Dakota State. Ran 4.77 right here at the Combine before being the number 2 overall pick in 2016 by the Philadelphia Eagles.
And when he gets into those movement situations, he's looking for Pittman all the way.
He has targeted Pittman 10 times. Pittman 6 catches, 39 yards, and both Colts touchdowns. Game tied at 14. 55 seconds again remaining in the half. 2nd down and 5 at the Titans' 29-yard line. Wentz fading, firing, completing it to Hines, who's out of bounds with his first down at the 24-yard line.
Hines is limping. He came off after that play.
So Hines, and he is not able to even make it to the bench. He collapses on the sideline and looks like he's holding a knee. And so they have to get Taylor back in there. Good receiver. Can't run the routes that Hines can, however.
Yeah, that's correct.
At the 24, a first down, 50 seconds to go. Colts still with 2 timeouts. Wentz looking, firing deep left side for T.Y. Hilton. Chris Jackson with the coverage, and the pass is incomplete. Had Jackson found the ball more quickly, he would have intercepted it.
Did a nice job, though, of pressing him out towards the sideline and still staying hipped up with him on that switch release.
Ball actually hit Jackson.
Yeah, it did.
Second down and 10, 45 seconds to go. Colts confused by the personnel right here. Looking to the sidelines, trying to figure out how they are supposed to get a line. Pittman wide right, Pascal and Hilton wide to the left. Wentz drops, feels the pocket collapse, steps up, he'll run it to the 20, and Landry takes him down at the 15. He lost the ball, and the Titans are on it. No, the Colts are on it. Recovered by Taylor. What a play by Taylor to get in there and get underneath the Titans as the Colts have to take a timeout on what will be 3rd and 1. The Titans appeared to be all over it. There were more Titans there, but Taylor outfought a Titan at the bottom of the pile who was laying right on the ball. Landry knocked it out. It was clearly a fumble. Landry tried to reach back for it. He was already by the play. Byard couldn't quite get it, and Taylor wrested it away from him. So the Colts in the red zone, 3rd and 1 at the Titans 15. Great play by Taylor. Must credit him. They're going to say, because it's in the last 2 minutes, the ball will be moved back to the 17 at the point at which he fumbled.
Yes.
Because another player on the team recovered it. So it's 3rd and 3. Now Mike Vrabel wants a timeout with 32 seconds to go. All right, 14-14 our score. Really a bizarre first half. A lot of strange things have happened. Ryan Tannehill has been intercepted twice, but he's thrown 2 touchdown passes. The Colts lost a fumble on an interception return that gave the ball right back to the Titans. On the play, Tyquan Lewis looks like he hurt a knee falling to the ground, which caused the fumble. I don't know. What else can you say? It's 14-14 in Indy.
Hines is back in the game, right?
Hines is back in the game, wide to the right on 3rd down and 3. Titans set to rush 4. Wentz, quick throw, Hines on the right side, and he's going to be hit and stopped short, a gain of 1. They tried to go quick screen. They didn't get it. The Titans are able to make the tackle with Jenkins. It's 4th down, and the Colts are going to wind it down to take the field goal shot, we think.
Exactly why Hines was back in the game, to run that little flash screen out there.
Frank Reich asked for the timeout with 3 seconds to go. So here comes Badgley. He was cut by the Chargers. The Titans, when they had Sam Ficken injure a groin in practice, right before the season opener, had to bring Badgley in. He missed a 46-yarder in that opener. He missed an extra point. And now he's on for the injured Rodrigo Blankenship. This is a 34-yard attempt from the right hash. Out of the hold of Sanchez. Snap, set. Badgley's kick is up, and his kick is good. At halftime, Indianapolis Colts 17, Tennessee Titans 14.
First half Titans action.
In the end zone, one hand, block!
On Titans Radio.
Put this one in the bank.
Brought to you.
And Coach Dave McGinnis.
All right, got us a ball game as we head to the second half. 7:16 into this game, we thought we might have a repeat of the Titans and the Chiefs last week, but in reverse.
Yeah, this has been such an unusual game, Mike, as you said. I mean, for a lot of reasons. I mean, it started off very uneven for the Titans. Then it started coming around. And then the officiating had some very bizarre calls, non-calls. This has been a very, very bizarre game. But still, with all of that going on, to be able to take the kickoff in the second half and be only down by 3, I will take that right now, the way this Halloween game has gone the first half.
I think it's bottom line what Mike Vrabel knew coming in. The Titans would have to win the second half to win the game.
Yeah, and you said it in the opening too. And when you play this team, you've got, especially up here, you've got to weather the first punches. You've got to weather the first rounds. They have done that, and so now the second half needs to belong to the Titans, starting with this possession.
Sanchez to kick off. Hilliard is deep. Will he return it? No, sir, he will not. And the Titans will begin at their own 25-yard line. Derrick Henry back out. Missed a couple of moments. They were kind of fiddling with his foot. It seemed like there was some issue with his foot, and certainly looked more comfortable there running back onto the field than he did at one moment in the first half. Tannehill has thrown 2 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions. He gets under center. Henry is 7 yards deep. Colts with 8 in the box. Henry at left guard, moving the pile forward for 6 yards out to the 31-yard line.
Titans got a good knockback then on their center guard triangle. Really good knockback. We're going tempo, Mike.
Tannehill gets him on the ball. 3 receivers to the left. Going to run Henry on the right side. Got a yard. Moore came in to hit him from his corner position, bringing up 3rd down and 3. Here comes Ferkser. Here comes McNichols. Here comes Chester Rogers. Titans in that first half, 7 completions to tight ends, including 4 for Swain for 23 yards and a touchdown. This is 3rd down and a long 3. Backfield empty. McNichols wide right. Tannehill looking, firing, caught. A.J. Brown at the 45. Moore touches him, but the chains move.
What a great catch on that dagger route. That dagger or deep dig. And that thing was knee high. That was a great, great catch.
He wasn't exactly wide open, was he?
He was covered.
Carter is in at fullback. Henry is the tailback. At the 45, Titans moving left to right on your radio dial. Here's Henry on the right side. Tries to turn the corner. Colts won't allow it, as getting him on the ground is Odom after a 1-yard pickup.
Colts making a concentrated effort to set these edges, and so far they've been able to do it. You set the edge, squeeze everything back to the middle. They're not letting him get any of the bounce on the outside zone.
Colts 17, Titans 14. 12:55 to go in the 3rd. Johnson wide left. Rogers and Brown to the right. Tannehill in the gun. Delay handoff Henry, looking for room up the middle. Okereke gets him down after he picks up 2. That brings up 3rd down and 7.
Tried to spread him out, run a lag draw. Okereke did a nice job staying at home as a second-level linebacker.
Henry out, McNichols in. Tannehill, flanked on the right by McNichols. Colts show blitz. And jumping offside is Kaboko Toure.
Neutral zone infraction, number 57 defense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd down and 2 in Colts territory at the 47.
That'll change the play call a little bit.
Certainly changes your options. Would not think they would blitz now, would you?
Not normally at this part of the field, Mike.
Tannehill looking, throwing, and missing a receiver. As he was being hit, he missed Chester Rogers, who was going across the formation. Titans going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, he had Chester Rogers on that drag across the middle. He just missed it. As you said, he was being hit when he threw it.
Henry re-enters the lineup. The Titans must make it to the 45. Titans on the year are 6 of 10 on 4th down tries. Tannehill in the gun. Takes the snap. Keeps around right end. 45, 40, 35, and he is pushed out of bounds by Odom inside the 35. Odom very fortunate he did not get a penalty.
Yeah, he touched him right outside the big white stripe on the sideline, so he was clear and clean. Another nice call by Todd Downing. Nice execution by Ryan Tannehill and the Titans offense.
Second 13-yard run for Tannehill of this game.
Correct, off of the same type of action.
At the 34 of the Colts. 11-14 to go in the third. Titans trail by 3. Tannehill gives Henry at left guard, and Henry will bull his way forward for a very short gain.
The interior of this defensive front is very, very stout for Indianapolis. They also do a nice job of changing up their alignments and their anchor points in there. So it's pretty tough sledding in there, but you got to keep hammering at them.
2 yards on the play. Henry 15 carries, 41 yards. Second down and 8. Swaim across the formation, right to left. Tannehill drops, fires, and has it ripped away from Swaim by Moore on a nice recovery. Incomplete pass brings up third down and 8.
Same route to the tight end. As you said, their zone defense, they triggered, got it out there, got it out of his hands before he could secure the catch.
Titans switch some personnel, but they are going without a huddle. They are leaving Henry in there on third down and 8. Colts show all-out blitz. Tannehill calling it at the line. Tells Henry what he wants. From the 32, Tannehill dropping, firing, completing it to A.J. Brown on the right side. First down in front of Yassin.
They brought the blitz. They brought pressure. When they do that, you're one-on-one on the outside. A.J. Brown beats the corner. First down.
Third catch of the game for A.J., now for 80 yards. First down at the 22-yard line of the Colts. 9:59 to go in the third. Clock ticking. Johnson, Brown, and Pruitt on the left side. Swaim is tight to the right. Now Pruitt will motion right. Play fake. Tannehill rolling left. Firing it downfield. He's got it complete to Brown. Moore forces him out of bounds, but it is a first down at the 11-yard line. The Titans have entered the Pinnacle scoring zone. For more on Titans banking for Pinnacle, visit titansbanking.com for all the details.
What a nice job on this drive. They're getting the defense on their left foot, and I mean by that 12 personnel, move him across in motion, then run it the bootleg away from the quarterback's hand to the left side. Big gain.
Bunch set of 3 receivers tight to the right, Johnson wide left. 2 safeties deep for the Colts. Give Henry on the right side, runs into a Colt, and is taken down by Leonard for a loss of a yard.
Leonard just ran a run blitz then. He just shot the gap. As soon as the ball was snapped, he shot the gap.
Second down and 11 at the 12. Berkser is in. Titans will go 3 tight ends here. Why do you like that look if you're Todd Downing?
To get the matchups that you want. You've got one-on-one on the outside over here, and plus it gives you a heavy front to the Titans' left.
Tannehill dropping, looking, firing, completing it to A.J. Brown. He is taken down at the 5. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 at the 5.
By creating that heavy side, what you did was guarantee yourself man-to-man on the backside, and then he ran across the formation, put the defender on his backside hip.
2 tight ends out, 2 receivers in for this play. 3rd down and 4 at the 5. Henry stays in the game. He is on the right hip of Tannehill. Now he goes in motion to the left. Tannehill looking. Firing. Caught. Touchdown. Titans. Nick Westbrook-Akina.
You got to love Nick Westbrook-Akina. Anytime that guy's number's called, all he does is snatch, catch it immediately. What a great play. That was well covered, Mike.
Yassine was all over him. But the Indiana Hoosier, 55 miles from the campus where he starred, makes a big play and gives the Titans the lead.
Big play is right. Big drive. Big drive.
Bullock for point. Snap. Set. Bullock's kick is up, and his kick is good. Titans 21, Colts 17, 7:42 remaining, 3rd quarter.
Tannehill to Nick Westbrook-Akina, 5-yard touchdown for the Titans to take the lead. That's your Nissan Drive Summary. Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. Nissan, official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans.
Now we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Across the Mid-South, the Titans play here. This is Titans Radio.
This is your official home for Titans football.
Touchdown, Titans!
WGFX-FM Gallatin, Nashville. 104.5 The Zone.
Bullock to kick off. Doolin is deep. Doolin had a nice return his last time. Bullock hits it downfield. And this is going to go through the end zone for a touchback. Colts will start at their own 25, first down and 10. Carson Wentz, 18 of 27, 144, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Taylor, 7 rushes for 36. Wentz, 1 for 6. Hines, 1 for 2. Taylor, 3 catches, 52. Pittman, 6 for 39 and 2 scores. Haskell and Hines also had 3 catches. Colts find themselves behind for the first time today. Two backs in the backfield. Quick screen. Hines on the right side picks up a block and is able to cross the 30 and is taken down just short of the 35. First man there was Byard. It'll be second down and less than 1. And a Titan is down. Is that Autry? Danico Autry down on the far side of the field. The former Colt. Not good news for the Titans, who are already without Tier Tart today, battling a groin injury.
You know, it looked like when Autry was chasing out there, I don't like to make surmises from this high up. It looked like his foot got caught in the turf when he was coming across trying to stop, cut back to make that tackle.
Well, there have been so many dadgum leg injuries this year for the Titans. When they had to go inside Friday to practice on the turf, we wondered how many guys were not practicing just because they didn't want them to spend an extra day on the turf.
That's correct.
I mean, the injuries have been, a storyline to this 5-2 start for the Titans. But they're battling through. The Colts certainly have had their own storyline with injuries this year. This is the healthiest they've been all year. Second down and less than one. Taylor is the back. Two receivers tight to the left, two tight to the right. Now Mo Alley Cox motions to the right. 390! Going to give it to Taylor at right guard. He has the first down and is taken down at the 39-yard line, making the tackle is Dupree.
It's that misdirection counter handback play, and they give it to a back like Taylor for that because he can pick his hole on that misdirection counter handback. Then he was just trying to pick up the first down.
Titans having to go with Eli Ankou, who was signed to the practice squad on Tuesday, playing with his 9th NFL team in the defensive line. A lot of snaps today. Going to give Taylor a crack on the right side. He finds a hole, and then he's met by Long, but it's a gain of nearly 4 yards to the 43-yard line. It'll be second down and 6.
Again, it's at 12 personnel, but it's a closed side, but both tight ends are off in hip positions on either side of the ball off of their tackles. And what that does is that makes you declare as an alignment on the outside guy, you either got to get on his outside shoulder, you got to get on his inside shoulder to get all your gaps filled.
Pittman is tight to the right, two receivers wide to the left, Haskell and Hilton.
We're 24.
Wentz on 2nd and 6. Play fake, being pressured, throws incomplete, batted down by Byard, intended for Alley Cox.
That is a great play by Kevin Byard. He came right out of that post safety in the sky, got his hands right there in the catch basket, knocked it out.
Danico Autry back in the game. That's good news. So here's an important 3rd down and 6 with 5:41 to go in the third. Titans trying to get off the field. 6 defensive backs in the game. Dane Cruikshank and Elijah Molden, the 2 extras.
Got that 9-ball stack again that they've been running, and the point man is Pittman. This is that OVS outside vertical stretch that they like in this 3rd down.
Wentz.
There it is.
With pressure coming. Fires down the middle, and the pass is incomplete. It's behind Mo Alley Cox. Defended by David Long. If it's an accurate throw, David Long probably has an interception.
He's got a chance for it. And they run that outside vertical stretch and then bring the backside guy on that dagger or dig route. Very well covered by the Titans. First of all, over here to the outside vertical stretch side on that 9-ball stack lineup. Really good coverage.
Titans guarding against a fake here as Sanchez comes in on 4th down and 6. Rogers, the former Colt, is deep. Snap is good. Sanchez, an end-over-ender again. Rogers from the 11 escapes the first man and then is down at the 14. Nice job by Doolin, who comes through with his 10th special teams tackle of the year. Titans with the ball in a 21-17 lead. 5:28 remaining in the third quarter as we play at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Wherever the Titans line up to play, we bring you every snap. This is Titans Radio.
Titans at their own 13-yard line for the first down. Henry, 17 carries, 42 yards. 2 receivers either side. Colts in a 4-man front. Tannehill, play fake. Going to screen it to Henry. Henry is taken down after picking up 3 yards on a really nice play by Woods. Looked like that was going to go, but the former Titan Woods, and there's a penalty marker that's thrown in at the end of the play.
Looks like it's against
the Titans.
Yeah.
acting as if this may be pass interference, offensive pass interference.
Pass interference, offense, number 28. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat first down.
28. Was McNichols in on that play?
Mike,
I don't think he was. Okay, well,
with these officials,
half the distance to the goal. So this moves it back to the 6.5. McNichols was not in on that play.
no, he wasn't. But he committed a penalty.
First down and 16.5 yards to go. Tannehill going to throw it. Pumps, fires, ball tipped up in the air and incomplete. It's intended for Johnson. It was tipped by Leonard, who caused a pick with a tip earlier. And the Titans very fortunate.
See, here's what Leonard is. He's long, he's athletic, and when you start throwing deep digs to his side, he gets depth and can look it up, and he's got enough length to be able to close windows in that zone.
We went to South Carolina State. He weighed 185 pounds, and even though he's 50 pounds heavier, he's kept that defensive back athleticism.
Absolutely.
Second down, Titans in a 9. Going to run Henry on the left side. Henry to the 11-yard line where he's tackled by Sendejo. Taylor Lewan going to have to come out of the game because he lost his shoe. So he's now going to try to put his shoe back on. He doesn't know what to do. He can't get his shoe on. They're going to have to run on an offensive lineman, Bobby Hart, with 16 on the play clock. This is not a good situation. Empty backfield, new left tackle, Hart. Third down and long. Tannehill stepping up, firing, completing it to Jones. They're ruling it incomplete. They're saying Jones did not catch it. He would not have had the first down anyway. Correction, Brown. Oh well. Incomplete pass. Mike Vrabel is going to throw the challenge flag. He's 2 of 2 on the year with 3:57 to go in the third. He's going to challenge that Brown caught this. There's a coach's challenge flag on the field. And you're saying, why do it? Well, it would be good for 9 yards.
The ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
So timeout on the field as they go for a review. Did A.J. Brown catch it? Mike Vrabel says yes. It would make it 4th and short.
AFC South battles or whoever the Titans face, our team brings the action of your team. This is Titans Radio.
It was a catch. The Titans gained 10 yards on the play. On 4th and 2, they have to punt. Vrabel wins the challenge. Snap is good. Kern's punt is away. Hines from the 27-yard line to the 30, to the 40, and he is taken down at the 43. So the Titans had hoped maybe the Colts would get a 5-yard penalty on that play.
Yep.
Maybe run into the kicker, jump off sides. Didn't work out that way, and Kern didn't hit a particularly good punt. So Indy, 57 yards away from the Titans goal line, trailing 21-17 with 3:42 to go in the third. By the way, Vrabel now 3 of 3 on challenges on the year, and he is 8 of his last 12 after starting his coaching career 0 for 5. Wentz from the 43 against a 4-man front. Gives it to Taylor on the right side. Taylor is taken down after picking up 2 yards to the 45. Making the stop there is Rice with help from Simmons.
A lot of pre-snap motion and movement, and plus then with motion back across away from where the run came from, trying to get the Titans out of their gaps. They did not bite on that.
3:15 remaining. Colts come out of the huddle. Wentz will operate from the shotgun with Taylor on his left hip. Titans with 5 defensive backs. Wentz, quick throw, Hilton. And Hilton on the left side catches the screen, gets 5 yards to the 50, and then gives himself up. Hooker touches him down. It's 3rd down and a short 3.
Side adjust. That's a side adjust off the blitz then.
Wentz gets on the line and then has to huddle his team. He'll take Hilton out and put Ali Cox in. Wentz brings him up, looks it over. He gets into the shotgun. Titans show blitz. They give it to Taylor. Taylor is hit and is able to spin forward before Byard can get him on the ground. It is a 1st down at the 46-yard line of the Titans with 2:05 remaining in the third.
He was hit short of that 1st down and then had strength, and then the spin, as you said, got him the 1st down.
Amani Bledsoe comes in as the Titans will go with 4 down linemen on defense to begin this sequence. Again, no Rashaan Evans in this game. The linebackers have been David Long and Monty Rice, the rookie from Georgia. Wentz under center this time. Wentz facing a blitz, in trouble, fires it deep downfield for Pascal, and Pascal can't catch it, but he is interfered with by Hooker. Hooker would have had a great chance to pick that pass off had he been able to locate it, but he was trailing Pascal so much that he was not able to get back there, and this is going to be a penalty inside the 5-yard line.
That's exactly what happened. You described it perfectly.
Hooker got lost in space.
Right at the top of the route.
They will move the football back to the 5. Colts with a chance to take the lead late in the third. A back on either side of Wentz. Wentz going to give it. No, he's going to throw it in the flat to Doyle. Great fake. And Doyle is in for the touchdown. Looked like he had given it to Taylor. He rode it all the way through on the read option. Froze the outside men for the Titans and dumped it off to Jack Doyle.
That's what it was. 2 backs in the backfield. Sent Himes in motion, single back, RPO to the single side. And you called it perfectly. Nobody was on Doyle.
Jack Doyle's 2nd catch of the game. And on the year, his 1st touchdown against his former team, the Tennessee Titans. Here's Badgley for point. Snap, set, the kick. Good. Colts 24, Titans 21. 1:21 remaining, 3rd quarter. 57 yards, 2:21 off the clock. Amani Hooker called for a 41-yard pass interference penalty that set up Carson Wentz to Jack Doyle for a 5-yard touchdown. Each quarterback has thrown 3 touchdown passes today. Colts lead late in the third, 24-21.
And again, you get those big penalties. I mean, they're just like explosive plays. 41 of those 57 yards come off of the pass interference penalty, and that's going to be the difference. We get into the 4th quarter is who can make the most explosives or who can prevent the more explosive from their opponent.
Sanchez kicks it downfield. Hilliard will let it go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Titans will start on the 25-yard line. Ryan Tannehill, 15 of 21, 174 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. A.J. Brown, 6 catches for 108. Jeff Swaim, 4 for 23. Michael Pruitt, 2 for 22. Marcus Johnson, 1 for 8. Anthony Ferkser, 1 for 8. Nick Westbrook-Akina, 1 for 5 and a touchdown. Henry, 18 rushes, 46 yards. Colts with 8 in the box again. Give Henry on the left side. He's flipped by Kenny Moore as he picks up 2. Looked like that one might go, and then Moore came up and cut his pins out from under.
Well, Kenny Moore comes up because they got 8 people in the box. I mean, they've been stacking that box all game long, which is not a shock to anybody.
Tannehill with Henry on his left hip. Henry goes in motion wide to the left.
Two deep zone defense now.
Tannehill dropping, looking, pumping, firing, drop. Henry dropping it at the 31, and there's a penalty marker thrown very late. And Tannehill is hurting. He's having to walk it off. As he took a shot.
Yeah, he did.
Carl Cheffers is your referee.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 57. Defense, 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's on Kimoko Ture. That'll move the football to the 42-yard line. Tannehill released the ball, and Ture really went low. Hit him underneath the kneecaps.
You can't do that to the quarterbacks. You just can't. It's a rule. It's been in place for a while. You just can't do it.
Tannehill dusting himself off with 39 seconds to go. Trying to bring the Titans back again. Going to give Henry a shot on the right side. Henry pauses well and is able to cut it up just beyond the 45. Moore gets him on the ground. Gain of 3 yards. Tannehill not going to let the third quarter clock run out. He's going to line everybody up. See if he can't draw him here. Titans get in the eye with 6 seconds to go. Colts are not going to jump. Third quarter is over. If the Titans want to take full command of the AFC South, they're going to have to win the fourth quarter. After 3, Colts 24, Titans 21. Here, the Titans trail by 3 entering the fourth quarter. Titans with 251 yards of total offense, 173 passing, 78 rushing. Colts 157 passing, 58 rushing. Titans own time of possession 23-47 to 23-13. Titans have turned it over twice, Colts once. But realistically, if you put the 41-yard penalty on the last drive in, that would make this game about even in total offense. 2nd and 7, Titans at the 45. Pitch, Henry coming left, looks for room. He's got the 50. He dives into Colts territory and is taken down at the 49-yard line. Tackled by Leonard. It's 3rd down and 1. Tannehill gets him on the ball. Colts rushing people around. Tannehill under center. Gives Henry, great cut on the right side, has the first down. He takes a big hit from speed, the extra linebacker, but it moves the chains. He
Big
needed
first down,
one,
Mike.
he got 3. I'm sorry,
Big Big first down, Mike. Big first down.
24-21 Colts. 14 minutes remaining in this game. Tannehill sees the Colts put 8 in the box again. Play fake. Looking. Goes deep downfield and throws it out of bounds. Was trying to go to Marcus Johnson. Maybe just trying to draw the penalty there, but Johnson, unfortunately for the Titans, stopped running.
Yeah, he started the pump over there to the side. He wanted to go to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown was covered. The safety then leaned and came over and lapped over the top. It's a good thing he threw it out of bounds.
2nd down and 10. Josh Reynolds has entered the lineup wide to the right. Tannehill gonna throw it. Got it complete. Westbrook Akina at the 35-yard line with a first down. NWI. Tackled by Rhodes, and the chains move.
Very nice job. Very, very nice job. One-on-one coverage. Nice route. Stick his foot in the ground. Get to the marker. A little past it. First down.
He's a player.
Ball player.
At the 35. Rodgers, Brown, and Reynolds to the right. Tannehill in the gun. Now Brown motions to the left, comes into the backfield, now back to the right. They swing it back to him. Brown wants to throw it, escapes, and throws it out of bounds. Incomplete, it slipped out of his hands. Was trying to hit Reynolds on the double pass, and the Colts had such good pressure, he made a terrible throw.
Yeah, well, the timing on that thing was completely off because they had him pressured on the outside. I think he got his arm a little bit too when he threw it.
Kenny Moore, really a good football player, read that perfectly. Second down and 10. Pruitt motions to the left. They run Henry that way. Trying to turn the corner. He got 3 yards down to the 32-yard line. 12:55. Here's a big 3rd and 7. Buckner with the tackle. Colts 24, Titans 21. Rodgers and Westbrook Akina wide to the right. Brown wide to the left. Brown comes in motion. Colts show blitz. Tannehill under pressure, fires right side for Brown. He's got it. A.J. Brown catches it inside the 25, getting around Moore and going out of bounds at the 22, but there's a flag in the backfield.
Holding, number 60, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
And why is this big? Not only is it not a first down, but the Titans at this moment are out of field goal range.
Out of field goal range. It's a huge penalty right there.
It's now 3rd and 17. How will Eberflus play this on defense?
We'll zone it up.
See what Tannehill's got. 4 men set to rush. Tannehill fires quickly, got it to Brown at the 35, Brown to the 30, and he's taken down at the 29-yard line by Okereke. Gets the Titans back in field goal range. Bullock has a chance to knot the count. This will be a 47-yarder. Let's make it 46 yards. Right hash, Randy Bullock. Out of the hold of Brett Kern, Morgan Cox to snap. Snap, set, kick on the way. Good! 11:15 remaining. Titans 24, Colts 24. We're going to go to the wire.
From the 3-4 on defense to King Henry and company on offense, every snap happens here. This is Titans Radio.
Randy Bullock's 46-yard field goal not only knots it at 24, but it caps off a 10-play, 47-yard drive, took 5:06 off the clock. That's your Nissan Drive Summary. Nissan, home of the Tennessee Titans. Nissan, official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans.
Randy Bullock approaches. Ashton Doolin is deep. Kick comes downfield. Doolin going to let it go for a touchback. And the Colts will start at their own 25-yard line. Let's see if the Titans defense has a little something for them here. They have had moments since the early part of this game Gave up a big drive at the end of the first half, which resulted in a field goal. The last drive they gave up was really caused by a 41-yard penalty.
Absolutely.
So if they can make them drive it first down to first down, they have been very effective. Under center, Wentz. Wentz going to throw it. Looking deep downfield. He's got Doolin, and Doolin cannot catch it. Incomplete. Maben couldn't find it, but Doolin is unable to come up with it at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, really, Mike, neither one of them could find it when it got to the top of the route.
Doolin tried to come back to Maben and sort of create contact.
He had it for a moment.
He had it, and then as he fell to the ground, it bounced away. Loud foul ball. Second down and 10. Titans in 6 defensive backs now. Wentz looks to his right, fires. Did he catch it? He did not. It was thrown to Pascal. I had to wait because his back was turned to me. Molden defending, but the ball was too low, and now it's third down and 10, and the Titans coming with another 6 defensive back set as the Colts, who are 4 of 10 on third downs, need a full 10.
Get a play, defense. Let's get a play.
Allie Cox checks in. Exactly 11 minutes remaining in this tie game. Wentz in the shotgun. Titans showing all-out blitz. They jump out. Here comes pressure from the outside. Wentz hit, flips it forward to Pittman. Pittman catches it behind the line of scrimmage, and then he is buried, and now they're going to throw a flag on the Titans for extracurricular activity.
Unnecessary roughness. Number 98, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Like to see that again.
The runner's still up.
The whistle is not blown.
The runner is still up. It's a terrible call.
Well, what we know it is it's an automatic first down when the Titans were off the field.
He hit him with his shoulder.
And now the Titans, well, and they don't blow the whistle, Coach.
That's terrible.
I mean, if they want to talk about player safety and you think he's being held up, blow the whistle. 38-yard line. See if the Titans can bounce back here. Whether they did it or not, it's a bad break, and they've got to overcome it. Now here's your makeup call.
Number 28, offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Back at the 33-yard line. Titans coming with an extra defensive back on 1st and 15.
10 seconds, here we go. 24, move.
8 on the play clock, 10:28 on the game clock. Game tied at 24. Wentz fires short, got it complete. Pascal up to the 44-yard line, tackled there by Rice. Makes it 2nd down and 4. Colts get on the ball quickly. Colts with a huge break there. Play fake. Wentz throwing the out route to Pittman. He's forced out of bounds by Maben, and he appears to be short of the first down by about a half yard. 47.5. They need the 48. So it's 3rd down and a half yard. Titans going back to a conventional 4-man line. Colts huddle taking their time with 9:42 to go. Branson is the fullback. He is offset to the right.
Grenade! 120!
Wentz tries to sneak it. I don't know. Looks like he's got enough, but he didn't get it by much. The referee is signaling 1st down immediately from behind.
Yeah, I mean, whoa.
He got it. So the sticks move, and the Colts continue the drive with 9:05 to go. Here's Murchison and Dupree checking in. Autry going to get a break. Titans trying to hang in there, trying to find one big play. Defense has not had a big play today. Wentz looking, fires downfield. The ball is intended for Hilton, incomplete. Knocked away by Long. And the receiver is down. Well, he took a hard flip right onto his head. Timeout on the field. Colts with 2nd and 10 from their own 48. Game tied at 24. 8:39 remaining here in Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton headed to the 10th as he fell pretty violently on his head. The Colts, after the incomplete pass, have 2nd down and 10 at their own 48-yard line. This game is tied 24-24. 8:39 remaining. Both teams enter the stretch with all 3 timeouts. Mike Keith, Dave McGinnis, Brett Bryan, Amy Wells on the sidelines. Philip Noel and Brad Willis also here as part of our team. Excited to have you with us on Titans Radio for this Halloween thriller. Wentz drops to throw. Under pressure, hit as he throws, and the pass comes up short of Pittman and incomplete. Simmons had pressure.
A really nice push up inside by all of the defensive front. Really good push.
3rd down and 10 upcoming. Jack Doyle checks in for Granson. Defense gets a 2nd chance. They were off the field, and then a late hit penalty kept the Colts drive alive. 3 receivers to the right. Wentz is in the shotgun. Wentz feeling heat. Hit. Sacked! But there's a penalty marker in the secondary.
Holding, number 35. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Moves the football to the Titans' 47-yard line. Titans have been off the field twice in this sequence, only to have a penalty called that keeps the drive alive for the Colts with 8:22 to go. They call it on Chris Jackson.
Yes, they did.
Wentz, after taking the big hit. Going to run it with Taylor. Taylor finds room, and he'll be taken down at the 41-yard line by the 2 safeties, Byard and Hooker. Gain of 7 on the play. 24-24 the count. Mike Vrabel, arms folded. His look, one of utter disbelief at this moment. But his team out there battling, trying to find a way. Second and 3. Going to give it to Taylor again, and he has the first down at right guard. Jones will make the stop at the 36-yard line. 7:14 and counting.
And they'll start milking this clock now, too.
By the way, not surprising, after that lick, T.Y. Hilton headed to the locker room. So the veteran most likely done for the day. Pascal and Doyle to the left. Pittman and Hines to the right. Now Hines motioning left at the Titan 36. Wentz gives it to Taylor on the right side. He skips away from some guys who could have had him in the backfield and picks up 4 down to the 32 where Landry finally gets him on the ground.
Yeah, they had penetration. That was all Taylor. Then jump cutting right, then jump cutting back to the left.
Here comes Mack into the game. And we have not seen Mack at any point that I can remember today. Marlon Mack, the veteran. Supposedly on the trading block. 2nd and 6. They give it to Mack on the left side, and Mack is stood up and taken down after a 1-yard gain, and there's a flag thrown. Long with the tackle.
Holding. Number 78, offense, 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Colts move back to the 42-yard line of the Titans with 6:05 remaining. It's 2nd and 16.
Colts 2nd down, 16 at the Tennessee 42-yard line.
Titans coming with 5 defensive backs. Molden is the 5th. 3 receivers on the left side of the formation. Wentz dropping, feeling heat, fires over the middle, incomplete, intended for Hines, batted away by Molden. It's 3rd and 16.
Nice coverage by Molden on that option route by Hines. That's the route tree that he runs. He went out there, he faked to the outside and tried to run a shallow cross. Good coverage by Molden.
Molden stepping in front of the receiver and just ticking it away with the right hand, making sure that he didn't go through the receiver. 3rd down and 16. Titans now with 6 defensive backs. Wentz firing over the head of Doolin and incomplete on the slant on the left side. And so the Colts going to have to run the punt team out there now because they are out of field goal range. 5:35 remaining in this game. Pretty remarkable job by the Titans defense.
Great job by the Titans defense. I mean, they're playing the Colts and some other people I'll mention later.
Snap is good. Sanchez's punt is away. End over ender. Rodgers asks for, no, he doesn't make a fair catch. He catches it at the 10, at the 15, at the 20, and he is going to be run out of bounds. Looked like he was camping under it with a Colt standing there, was going to fair catch it. Instead, he didn't. Took off up the sideline, surprising the Colts, and gets out of bounds outside the 20. Not only there, but up to the 26-yard line.
Well, what the gunner did, Mike, he went down there and set up like a shortstop in front of the goal line to try to be able to play the bounce and down it inside the 5, but we never signaled for a fair catch.
They sure did. Great play by Rodgers, veteran play. By the way, Nate Davis is out of the game at right guard. Dylan Radins is in. Tannehill rolls near side, pumps, throws, complete. A.J. Brown makes the grab at the sticks. Outside the 35, he won't quite have a first down. Gain of 9 on the play. 5:17 and counting. Henry, 23 rushes, 63 yards. 8 in the box. Give Henry coming back to the left. Turns the corner. Has the 40 and is taken down at the 41-yard line by Odom with his first down. This is where you like having a quarterback like Tannehill.
Absolutely. You got a quarterback that not only understands where you are in the game, but he's got wheels to move it, and he very seldom gets rattled.
24-24. 4:25 remaining in the game. 8 in the box. Tannehill going to run Henry on the right side. Runs into his own man and then runs into Muhammad. Loss of 1. We go under 4 minutes. Second down and 11 upcoming. Tannehill getting the play call, taking his time. 25 on the play clock. Titans need 25 more yards to be in Bullock's field goal range. But right now, they need first down. Colts show blitz. Here they come. Tannehill tries to screen it, threw it over the head of Henry and incomplete. So it's third down and 11 with 3:29 remaining, Coach Mack.
Yeah, it is, and he's probably going to play coverage here. So what you'd like to do, first of all, you got to get protection. Because if he does play coverage, you need a chance to at least carry your route out to the sticks. If he brings heat, then somebody's got to get open early. Looks like he might be bringing heat.
Tannehill takes the snap. Pressure to his left. Firing downfield. Caught! What a catch! And then reaching the ball was McNichols. He does not have the first down. He is a yard short. What a play by Tannehill to get rid of it. And what a play by McNichols, who catches it, and he reached the ball at the last minute. 3:22 to go, the clock stopped. 4th down and 1, the Titans are going. At midfield. Colts creeping up tight. Tannehill, option, pitch, Henry at the corner. He's stifled, but he reaches the ball out at the last minute and has the first down.
Wow, speed option to the short side of the field. That was all execution by Tannehill, holding it to the last minute, and then Henry just did it.
Now they're waiting on New York to talk about the spot. They are not moving the sticks on this side of the field yet. Let's wait. It is a first down. This is where we get into this tricky area. Looked like Henry got it by more than he did, but he got it. What a play by Henry. All on his own.
Yes, sir.
Give Henry. Left guard, he's got some room. Penalty marker comes in from way back behind the play as Henry is down to the 41-yard line.
It's going to be a hold.
Holding, number 80, offense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Ball back to the Titans, 41. It's 1st and 20 with 3:12 to go. Titans had 7 yards on the play. Penalties have crushed the Titans today, 9 for 109. McNichols coming into the backfield with Tannehill. Tannehill dropping. Screening it, McNichols got room back to the middle, 45, 50, and he's taken down at the 49 of the Colts by Sendejo as we go under 3 minutes. So, in essence, they get the 10 back.
Got the 10 back off the little dodge screen.
Tannehill brings him up. 24-24. 2:42 to go as the Titans break the huddle. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Tannehill drops. Blitz coming. Pumping. Tannehill is going to be taken down back at the 41-yard line. He's sacked. And it's Muhammad and Toure there. So now the Titans are going to let it run to the 2-minute warning. And they're going to face third down and 19. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
24. We'll have stats, scores, and a full half of recap of Tennessee and Indianapolis. Titans Radio's Locker Room Report. It's coming up in a few minutes.
The situation is this. The Titans are at their own 42-yard line. They need to make it to the Colts' 39-yard line. It is third down and 19. Game tied at 24. Brown and Westbrook-Akina wide to the right. Johnson wide to the left. Colts drop very deep. Tannehill dropping, looking, firing it across the middle. There's McNichols, 45-50. Puts a cut onto the 45 and will be taken down there 6 yards short of the first down. Titans got to get on the ball. On fourth down and 6 at the 45, they're going to get on the ball with a minute. Why is the clock not running? Because the Colts took a timeout. That's why.
First charge timeout, Indianapolis.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the NFL. This is Titans Radio.
This is your official home for Titans football.
Touchdown, Titans!
WGFX-FM Gallatin, Nashville. 104.5 The Zone.
We know why Mike Vrabel ran the offense out there, because he knew the Colts would have to use a timeout right there. So the Colts are down to 2 with a minute 39 to go. Titans are huddling 2 groups right now. They're huddling an offensive group and the punting group. Now the offensive line is coming off the field. You have Brett Kern, who is a weapon. And remember this, if you're the Titans, you have all 3 timeouts. So here comes Kern. And deep is Hines. Titans going to try to pin him. Kern takes the snap. End over ender comes downfield. Hines asks for the fair catch and makes it inside his own 10. A minute 33 to go. The Indianapolis Colts have 2 timeouts and the ball at their own 8 in a 24-24 game. Does the defense have one big play?
One big turnover in them.
Can they knock somebody loose? Could they get a safety? Could they tip a pass? Or at the very least, could they get 3 quick stops? Hines in the backfield on the right side of Wentz. Wentz, play fake, standing in the end zone. He's in trouble. He tries to left-hand it out. It's intercepted by Molden. Touchdown, Titans! Wentz made a massive mistake. And Elijah Molden, the rookie, is there to snatch the gift out of the air and take it into the end zone and give the Titans the lead with 1:26 remaining.
You said you wanted to play.
I did.
Oh, that's so good. So good. So big.
They played the screen perfectly, and the pressure got to Wentz. Extra point, Randy Bullock. Snap, set, kick is up, and the kick is good. Titans 31, Colts 24, a minute 26 to go. That's why you punt the football.
That's why you punt the football, and that's also why you keep playing like we did in the second half. Now, here's what you have to do again. You got to play more defense. Watch this effort on the ground.
Bud Dupree has Wentz. He throws it left-handed. Molden intercepts for a 1-yard touchdown.
Bud Dupree was on the ground. He rolled off the ground, got back up. What effort?
And
what
effort. And Danico Autry there as well, the former Colt. Now the Titans have to go back on defense again.
You got to play big time defense now.
This crowd is in shock. Many of them headed to the exits. Bullock to kick off. Deep is Doolin. He's dangerous. A minute 26 remaining. Kick comes downfield. Doolin going to let it go. This is also a situation for the Colts where not having T.Y. Hilton is a big deal. They only have 3 healthy receivers too, Coach, because they only had 4 up on game day, so they're not going to be able to run in and out a bunch of guys.
They're going to be using these backs, Mike.
Hines is in there. Titans playing a deep zone. Wentz dropping to throw, firing and completing it at the 34-yard line. It's Pascal with the catch for 9 yards. Jackson with the tackle. A minute 14 and counting. Wentz takes the snap on 2nd and 1. Penalty marker down. The throw is nearly intercepted by Jenkins. I wonder if the Titans weren't lined up off sides.
Illegal formation. Number 72 offense was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty.
I wondered.
Repeat 2nd down.
If Braden Smith wasn't lined up in the backfield. That's what I meant to say.
He was.
So it's 2nd down and 6. A minute 2 to go. If the Titans can keep him out of the end zone, they win the ball game. It's that simple. Wentz to throw it. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws, and the pass over Doolin's head, incomplete. Borders defending. Breon Borders is in there. Jeffrey Simmons getting to his feet as he was banged up early in this game and has been dinged again. Colts 5 of 13 on 3rd downs. Wentz 25 of 44 for 185. But he has just made a catastrophic mistake. And the Titans are trying to make him pay once and for all. Third down. Wentz drops, fires. He's got it complete. Pittman makes the catch. There's a penalty marker in the backfield. Marker in the backfield.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Number 62 offense. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And the Titans say, welcome to our world, Indianapolis. So now it is 3rd down. The ball moved back to the 19-yard line. They need 16 yards with 51 seconds to go. Colts do have 2 timeouts. Titans would give him a catch inbound, certainly. They'd rather have a sack. Wentz dropping. Feeling heat. Being rushed. Down to a knee he went. He gets up. He fires down the middle of the field. The ball is up and it's caught. Pittman makes the catch at the 44-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. Now, I'm wondering, as the clock is stopped with 37 seconds to go, was his knee down in the backfield after being contacted by a Titan?
Well, they'll have to look at that. It looks like he put his hand that way. We haven't seen it. Here it is.
New York would take a look at it. What a catch by Pittman. The Titans were there, and this guy is so phenomenally athletic. Down to one timeout, the Colts. They are not looking at the Wentz play. So he balanced himself. Titans nearly had a sack. At the Titan 43, 37 seconds remaining. 31-24 the count, Tennessee in front. Wentz drops, fires, out of bounds, intended for Alley Cox on the right side, defended by Molden and Long. 32 seconds remaining. Again, the Colts with one timeout. Titans get a chance to get their breath. So do the Colts. Pittman going wide left. Keep an eye on him. Pascal going wide to the left. Wentz dropping. Feeling heat. Goes deep right side. Man is there. Ball is incomplete, and there's a penalty marker on Byard. And it's going to be pass interference on the Titans inside the 5-yard line.
Number 31, defense. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
So here we go. The Colts are at the Titans' 1-yard line. They have one timeout. .25 seconds remaining in the game. They put Taylor as the fullback, offsetting him. And the Titans are now going to use a timeout as they put Wentz in motion. They were going to direct snap to one of the backs.
Yeah, it looked like it was a Wildcat type situation setting up there, Mike. You're correct.
So Wentz, the incredible deep middle pass to Pittman for 38 yards. After an incomplete pass, he goes deep to Doolin. 42-yard penalty on the Titans in the end zone. If the Titans hold them out here, it's just miraculous.
Talking about those explosive plays being big, long defensive penalties, we've had over 80 yards in those types of penalties today to set them up.
The Titans 151 yards on 10 penalties. Here's Wentz. Wentz goes in motion. Hines is going to take the snap. Hines gives it to Taylor, who goes into the end zone for the touchdown. And it looks like the Colts are going to go for two. No, now they're going to go for one. Now they're going to send out Badgley with 22 seconds to go. And you wonder if Mike Vrabel will think about icing him in a 31-30 game. Badgley, who has had some difficulties with extra points. Snap, set, kick. Good. 31-31, 22 seconds to go. Titans were on the verge of putting it away. 3rd and 16. The Colts from their own 19. And Michael Pittman makes an all-pro play that keeps him alive.
Kept him alive, and it's just a killer pass interference penalty for over 40 yards to put it on the 1-yard line. Two completely killer plays through the air.
Titans with 2 timeouts remaining. The funny part about this is it's 31-31. Total offense between the two teams is just barely over 600 yards. The offenses have not been fabulous today, but the penalties and the turnovers have been huge.
That is the equalizing factor on both sides today, Mike.
Sanchez to kick off. Hilliard is deep. (31-31). Kick comes downfield. Hilliard is going to let it go into the end zone. Titans will start at the 25. All right, your quarterback has been intercepted twice today. What do?
You got 2 timeouts. You still go at it.
You rip it?
Still go at it. We got to see if they're going to play. If they're going to play zone on first down, try to find an open space and run a little bit.
Nichols is in the backfield, not Henry. Titans need 40 yards. Tannehill dropping under pressure. He's swarmed under and taken down back at the 16. I don't know who got beat, but they got whipped, and Tannehill is down, holding his head. And he's going to have to come out of the game. And so Logan Woodside is going to have to come in and finish it up.
Well, that was Buckner that made that play.
Well, somebody whiffed.
He beat Safford.
Tannehill is out. And Logan Woodside, who has taken 1 snap in a game this year, has to come in. Tannehill says, "It's my neck. I know where I am." That's what he's telling him. I think you're taking a knee and playing for OT.
Oh, no doubt now. We got 9 seconds left.
Titans down to 1 timeout. Woodside, a Kentucky native, enters the lineup. Officially a second-year man out of Toledo, originally drafted by Cincinnati. And he's going to take a knee, and unless Frank Reich takes a timeout, we're going to overtime. Titans intercepted a pass with 1:26 to go. It was returned for a touchdown. And then they gave up an improbable drive to the Colts to tie the game, and now we're going to overtime. Titans won the opening toss for this one. This is their 49th overtime game, their 3rd of this year. They are 23-25 all-time in overtime, 13-7 when they win the toss, 10-18 when they don't. Let's go out to Carl Cheffers.
Gentlemen, we're about to begin an overtime period of up to 10 minutes. It is sudden death unless the first possession ends in a field goal, at which time the opponent will have an opportunity to possess. Fourth quarter timing rules are in effect. Each team gets 2 timeouts, and any challenges will be initiated by the booth official. Tennessee, here's a coin. This is heads. This is tails. You get to call the toss.
Tails.
He has called tails. It is heads. Indianapolis has won the toss. Indianapolis gets the ball first, this end of the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
So the Titans defense gets a chance to redeem itself.
Well, here we go. Now you got it. I mean, you've got to play defense now. Goes without saying. So here we go.
Well, if you're the Tennessee Titans, I think the message is, listen, whatever's happened has happened.
It's gone now.
Let's go win the game now.
Let's win the game now.
Randy Bullock set to kick off. Titans with 317 yards of total offense. Colts 291.
Well, you said it so well when we wrapped up regular time. I mean, it's the penalties, them killers.
Titans, 10 penalties, 151. But can this crew, which has been through so much this year and so much today, find the one more moment that puts them over the top?
Absolutely. As you said, you got to put penalties behind you. You got to put everything else behind you right now and go take this game. Take this game now. It's evened up. Go take it.
Well, the Colts think they have all of the momentum. They may be right. Some of this crowd left when Molden intercepted the pass. Titans won an overtime game at Seattle, lost one against the Jets at the Meadowlands.
Let's go get this one.
Bullock to kick off to Doolin. Hits it downfield. Doolin's going to return it from a yard deep to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He gets outside to the 25, and he is taken down at the 30-yard line. Johnson makes the tackle. Carson Wentz coming back out. 26 of 46, 223, 3 touchdowns and an interception. And man, did he redeem himself with a lot of help. Michael Pittman especially. Pittman, 9 catches, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taylor back in at tailback. They're going to run Taylor on the left side. Taylor taken down by Autry after he picks up 5.
Outside zone stretch with a lot of motion then. They're just trying to get the offense oiled back up again with that play.
Titans take Molden out. They go back to the conventional 4-man front on 2nd down. Both teams with 2 timeouts, as Cheffers told them.
8-5-6.
Wentz. Under center. Play fake. Wentz under pressure. Scrambling out near side. Throws it forward, and the ball is incomplete. Intended for Taylor. He dropped it. Titans had outstanding pressure, and then Long had the pop on Taylor. It brings up 3rd down.
Get him off the field here. Get him off the field here.
Wentz has been harassed more in the 4th quarter.
He absolutely has been.
Branson, the young tight end out of SMU, comes in. The 2 older tight ends, Allie Cox and Doyle, out. Pittman is wide to the right. Jenkins has him.
That's where I'd look.
Wentz to throw it. Fires deep down the middle. Going for Pascal, incomplete. Great defense by the Titans. Fantastic play. Coming over the top to knock it away is going to be Jackson.
Great job by Jackson lapping. That's a lap. That's a lap and a breakup.
Here's Chester Rogers. He's deep against his former team. His longest career punt return was actually against Tennessee. 51 yards in 2018. He did it here. Sanchez to punt. On 4th down. Snap is a little high. Punt is not great. Rogers gets away from it. Really not a great punt. He tried to hit that end-over-end spinner, and it did not check the way he wanted. Goes out of bounds at the 28. Tannehill is coming back in the game after the hard hit from Buckner. Tannehill 21 of 29, 241, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
All right, here we go. Little composure, some completions. Let's go.
Titans need 40 yards to get in Bullock field goal range. McNichols is the back. Tannehill under center. Play fake. Tannehill looking. firing. Too high and away from Brown. Defended by Rhodes. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Rhodes was pretty tight on him then.
A field goal wins it. Derrick Henry has re-entered the lineup. Three receivers in a tight bunch to the right. Now Rodgers motions left. Henry is met and dropped for a 3-yard loss by Stewart.
That's a run blitz. They blitzed the run.
Now you ask the question, does the offense have one big play? It's been a long time. They drove for a tying field goal, but the offense has not done much in a while. Brown and Westbrook-Akina wide to the left. Johnson wide to the right. Tannehill has time, looks, fires, caught, and making the catch at the 36-yard line is going to be Brown. 2 yards short of the first down. And so on 4th and 2, the punt team will come out. 7:45 to go in overtime and counting. Hines is deep. Maybe Kern has a big play. Takes the snap, this Kern. Gets the punt away, a missile. Way away from Hines, and he angles it out of bounds inside the 20 or so it appears.
Need to stop. There you go.
Right at the 15-yard line. So the Titans pick up some field position in that exchange of punts. Can the defense come through and make a play to give them that chance to take advantage?
Well, now, I mean, it's make it take it now because the field goal for either team wins it, so you've got to play tight defense.
31-31 in overtime. Taylor is the back. Wentz under center. Play fake. Wentz rolling right under pressure. Fires downfield, and it's incomplete. Intended for Doolin. Nice job by Autry getting in the face.
Oh, yeah, he got right in his throwing path. He got right in his sight line.
2nd down and 10. Titans defense trying to dig in. Trying to make one play to give themselves a chance to get out of Indy with this win. 31-31 to count. 2nd and 10. Wentz looking, firing, gets it to Pittman, and Pittman is taken down at the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Long is in on another tackle with help from Jackson.
Pittman's a tough out, boy.
Titans were trying to knock that ball out of there. Here's Wentz with Taylor on his right hip. Haskell motions near side. Play fake. Wentz rolling right. He can run for it. He's going to run for it. Rice makes the tackle at the 27. Nice read by Wentz, keeping the drive alive for the Colts.
There it is. Got his mobility back. He's able to pull it and get the first.
He knew he was going to get popped. Wentz 27 of 50 for 231. .605 and counting in overtime. Game tied at 31. Wentz under center. Play fake and a deep drop. Fires downfield. The ball is intercepted. Fired. 40, 35. Allie Cox gets him out of bounds at the 31. The mayor of Murfreesboro. He'll get reelected after that.
Okay. What a great play. What a great play by a free safety. He read it all the way, too. I mean, he cut in front of that thing from the deep safety. That's big time.
Officially the 32-yard line with 5:48 to go. Byard's 5th takeaway of the year, his 4th interception. 3 receivers tight to the left. Henry's the back. Colts with 8 in the box. Give Henry to the 30. Penalty marker down as he scoots inside the 30 to the 27.
Illegal block in the back, number 11. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Ball now at the 42-yard line of the Colts with 5:43 to go. Pruitt out, Johnson in. Westbrook, Akina, and Brown wide to the left. 1st and 20. McNichols is the back. Play fake. They swing it out. Westbrook, Akina can't catch it. It's 2nd down and 10.
They brought pressure right there. He couldn't set his feet to throw it.
Tannehill 22 of 32, 252, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Everything has been hard today.
Really hard. Let's go.
Got to be an AJ moment, doesn't it?
Somebody move the sticks.
In the shotgun, Tannehill. Blitz coming. Tannehill firing. Complete. A.J. Brown down to the 30 where he's tackled by Sendejo. So it's 3rd down and 8 for the Titans. Here comes Henry. Out goes McNichols. Under 5 minutes to go in overtime. Now Carter comes in, as does Pruitt. Defensive back goes out for the Colts. In comes linebacker Zaire Franklin. Titans going to use a timeout right here with 4:45 remaining. Let's talk strategy, Dave McGinnis.
Just get your kickers some more yards and kick the field goal and go home. Now they're going to flog gaps. I mean, they're going to blitz. Matt Eberflus here he's got to lay it all out. He's been laying it all out all afternoon. He's going to bring pressure.
Do you think about throwing it in the flat?
If you got one-on-one, you've got a chance. Let's see what kind of lineup we get, Mike, between the tackles. That's what's going to be important.
Ball on the right hash at the 30-yard line. Titans moving left to right on the radio dial. Overtime, 31-31 in Indianapolis.
We're packed in there tight.
Titans in a 3 tight end look. They motion Carter into the backfield. Titans in an eye. Tannehill going to run Henry on the left side. Henry is able to move it forward to the 26-yard line. And here comes the field goal team with Randy Bullock. Bullock has already converted in this game from 46. This is a 45-yarder from the left hash. Frank Reich says timeout. So Bullock will have a chance to think about it. If he makes the kick, the game is over. If he misses the kick, the Colts get the ball at their own 35. Randy Bullock had the game winner at Seattle in overtime. He missed a game tire in overtime against the Jets. That was a 49-yarder. Officially 44 yards. Randy Bullock, 10th year man out of Texas A&M. Out of the hole to Brett Kern. Snap, set, kick.
Yes! That was so good!
Randy Bullock and the Titans with a treat at Lucas Oil Stadium. I've called nearly 500 of these games, and I've never seen one like this. And I have to admit, could not be more thankful the Titans found a way to win it.
Hey, are you sure that wasn't a trick instead of a treat? I mean, this game has so many twists and turns. I don't even know how you begin to dissect it. We were having an issue up here dissecting a lot that went on in this ball game. Wow, what a finish.
The Titans land the knockout punch, 5:57 into overtime as Randy Bullock puts it down the heart. The Titans are 6-2, the Colts are 3-5, and the Titans have swept the season series from the Indianapolis Colts already. So, Jacksonville, check. Buffalo, check. Kansas City, check. Indianapolis in overtime, check. Final score, Tennessee, 34. Indianapolis, 31 in overtime. As for the third year in a row, the Titans come to Lucas Oil Stadium and get it done. Again.
Titans Football 2021 on Titans Radio. Today's exclusive action brought to you by State Water Heaters. We do our best work at home, and we have a full line of residential water heaters